Rising, Elizabeth. Thank you for joining us this morning. At 9 o'clock a.m., we will close our social media and continue on Zoom only. Join us by getting your Zoom link at elizabethvisionaryconference.org. We'll be there until 10 a.m. You can join us now, and we'll see you in the Elizabeth Zoom room. Today, your hosts are at Peace Nikita and Danyelle Claxton. Enjoy. Grand Rising.
Grand Rising.
Grand to the rise. Rise to the grand.
Grand Rising. I'm here.
Today is a beautiful day to be here.
Yes. Still getting myself together to get on camera, but I'm here. Grand Rising all.
Danielle's having her drink there. I can't hear you, my sweetie pie.
Oh, shoot.
I woke up and it was like 6 o'clock. I got enough time to do some things and went right back to sleep. I was like, oh.
Girl, like, what is that about? I was up at 5 this morning.
Okay.
Dozed off.
I'm glad to know I'm not the only one. I fell asleep looking at stuff on YouTube, and so I said, "Oh, okay, I'm really sleepy. Let me go to bed." I slept until 3, and Sheena was still up piddling around. She gets into her purge modes and clean mode, so she cleaned her altar and stuff like that. But she was still up, and I got up and because the toaster oven kind of went bonkers yesterday, and so it kind of filled the house with smoke, and because it burnt my toast, and so I had to end up tossing it, and so maybe inhaling that, but I don't know. So I'm glad everybody else was. And then I went back to sleep around 5.
Me too.
For 6:30, and when it went off, I got up at 7:45.
Girl.
Well, 6:45. Well, yeah. So yeah.
Satori was knocking on the door. My mom, I'm about to go to school. I'm like, what time is it? She was supposed to wake me up at 7 o'clock.
Here you go.
Grand Rising, Elizabeth. How's everyone doing today?
Grand Rising. We're here.
Yeah.
That is awesome. I'm here too. Welcome to Mommy Mogul Mindset M3. Where here we talk all about mommy mindset, how to stay focused, how to be successful. We talk about your business, your money, how to make that coin and make it better. And we talk about your mindset, how to keep you in the game and keep you focused on reaching your goals. I am your host at Peace Nikita with my lovely co-host, Danyelle Claxton. And today, this month, our series is all about what I wish I knew. What I wish I knew. How many of us have had that conversation with ourselves? What I wish I knew. So last week, we talked about what I wish I knew in my 20s. And so this week, we're going to talk about what I wish I knew in my 30s. All right. So we're just going to dive right into today's show. And it's really just womb wisdom and using the wisdom that we've learned over the years to support each other and the next generation. So that's what today's topic is going to be about. Danyelle, do you have anything special that you want to share that you'll be talking about after meditation?
You know what? I am going to go. I'm going to use my landmark technology today. So this is not going to be techie, but it's going to be landmark techie, and it's going to be about the power of sharing because I'm living it right now. So we're going to talk about the power of sharing and what's the difference between the power of sharing.
Thank you. Okay, the power of sharing. And thank you all for coming to Sister Sharon last night. We
Yay.
had a really good time. It was lit, period. I know I'm tired if I'm just like, it was lit, period. I'm so tired. But yes, it was awesome. I had a really good time. I enjoyed everyone. And we'll be doing more. You know, that's not the end of it. We'll be doing a lot more creativity workshops and just tapping people into their creativity and just giving you that freedom. It's gonna be really good. So thank you guys for coming to the full moon circle last night.
Thank you for having it. Yes.
Yeah, that was a nice space, very nice space.
Yeah, I really like
See,
that
I
space.
can't
Can you put
wait to
the
see
trees
those.
on the
Wait, that reminds me of an installation that Mama Samara did over a friend of hers house, where she used, like, what did she use? Wallpaper paste, and made it like a 3D. In the corner, she just, the trees and the leaves and all, she
was so creative.
Yeah.
I love
We're
her.
going live on Facebook on, I guess, my page.
She was so creative.
Yeah.
On, I guess, my page.
She was so creative.
Yeah.
On, I guess, my page.
Okay, I hear a loop.
She was so creative.
Okay, hold on. On, I guess, my page.
Okay, I hear a loop.
I thought y'all was saying it.
Yeah.
I guess my page.
Okay, I hear.
Okay, I took that off. Ooh. Well, we saw what happened there.
That was a thing.
That was weird. Stop the live stream because I don't know what's going on. Okay. We're gonna get this together soon.
Yes. All right. So you had to re-record. You had to start the recording over.
No, dear.
Oh, okay.
I was attempting the live stream on Facebook and see what would happen, but it somehow doubled and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we're gonna move on. Move forward with the meditation today, and I've actually played this meditation for you guys before, but I'm gonna play it again today because Spirit said so. Period. So I'm gonna play it again today. And hopefully you all will get as much out of it, more out of it this time than you did last time. All right, so go ahead and get comfortable. Find yourselves in a comfortable position. We always start, for those who are new, we always start with meditation. So get comfortable. If you're lying down, sitting in a chair, even if you're walking around and moving around, just go ahead and be conscious and check in with yourself. Inhaling through the nose, gently exhaling out your mouth. And it's really, really important that you take a moment before you start your meditation practice to check in with the present moment. That's how you get the most out of it. If you just sit down and you just kind of fall into it, and there's not a process to getting there, then you shortchange yourself and you're really not tapping in fully, you know? So take the time to make it a whole process, like make it a gradual leaning in. Can you imagine if the sun just popped in the sky? We'd all be like, what's happening here? You know, the Most High creator nature, it moves gradual. It moves in a process. So when you're about to meditate, like I'm about to meditate. No, that's not how it works. You want to gradually set yourself up, mentally prepare, take breaths to say, okay, signal yourself, okay, I'm about to meditate, right? So be gentle, okay? So if you're sitting in a chair, if you're lying down, if you're walking around, just mentally prepare yourself for what's about to happen, okay? So inhaling through the nose, exhaling out the mouth, just feel that energy just kind of leave the body and return to the earth. Inhaling. And exhaling. Ooh, yes, give it back. Inhale new fresh energy, new chi, new prana. And as you exhale, release what no longer serves you. Release whose time has come. What time has come? Just release it. Inhaling and exhaling. Just find that comfortable spot for yourself, that sweet spot inside yourself. You know when you get there. Inhaling and exhaling. And focus on the sound of my voice and bring into your awareness 2 or 3 other sounds that you may hear happening around you. Just go ahead and take mental note of them. You don't have to give your energy away. Just take mental note. And as always, find a rhythm as you're listening. Find the music. Inhaling and exhaling, using your breath as your anchor. And ask yourself, what am I thinking about? And just take a moment to observe what comes up. Just watch your thoughts pass like clouds passing in the sky. What am I thinking about in this moment? And really become aware of what that is. Try to identify at least 3 things that stick out to you that you're thinking about. What sensations do they bring up in your body? Become aware of how you feel and ask yourself, how do I feel in this moment? And then observe, how do you feel in this moment? And identify at least 3 feelings that you may feel at this moment. Inhaling, gently exhaling.
I'm going to count down from 5 to 0. When I reach the number 0, you will be deeply relaxed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Imagine yourself resting on soft grass beneath a big, tall tree. The day is warm and serene. The sky is blue, grass is green. There's a soothing stream running nearby and a soft breeze blowing gently. You're feeling very good, very relaxed. Imagine yourself walking through a beautiful forest, feeling the ground firm and cool beneath your feet. You are very much in touch with the vitality of all the plants around you. You are in tune with the earth and with all of nature, yourself being a part of it. You are drawing energy and vitality easily from all the natural things around you, the flowers, the wildlife. You are sharing their life force in a way that is healthy and vitalizing. You hear the sounds of nature and feel its beauty entering your entire being. Feel the warmth and energy of the sun on your skin. Feel the peace and serenity of the day as it engulfs the water of life, feel it strengthening you, healing, cleansing you, and energizing you, bringing you more and more alive. You are now in the water, floating, drifting, dreaming, floating on the water, drifting, dreaming, drifting, and dreaming, drifting, and dreaming. Slowly you become aware that you're not merely drifting aimlessly, but you are moving towards a goal. The goal is yourself as you wish to be. Imagine yourself strong, confident, and relaxed, easily drawing abundance into your life. Your memory is excellent, and your will to live and to learn is strong. Breathing deeply, relaxing completely. You move towards the accomplishment of your goals with a feeling of meaning, rightness, and purpose. All your abilities are growing stronger, sharper, and clearer, and more effective with each passing day. Your body is in excellent physical condition, looking good, feeling good. Vital and energized, you are in command of your body and your mind. You are drawing into your life experience an ever-growing abundance of peace, prosperity, health, love, and joy. You are drawing to you the people that help make your business, your career, your life abundantly prosperous and joyful. You are spiritually more and more aware and growing. You are able to do all the things that you want to do, and you are able to do them well. You are reaching your highest levels of which you are capable. Now become aware of all the wonderful things that you have in your life, your own very special blessings. Be aware of the abundance you have now, steadily growing with each breath that you take. Be aware of the people in your life who love you and those who you love. Be aware of the possibilities and opportunities in your life and those you are creating now for your future. Be aware of all the ways that you are already capable of serving others and how your abilities grow steadily better, broader, deeper as you learn more and more about how to use your abilities effectively. Know that the effective use of those abilities is drawing abundance into your life in steadily growing waves of peace, prosperity, health, and love. You are able to do all the things that you want to do, and you are able to do them well. Feel yourself being this person, becoming the person you wish to be, in possession of the abundance that you desire, moving in the right direction, more and more, each and every moment, each and every day. You draw nearer and nearer to accomplishing your goals. Feel that image of yourself as you wish to be, radiating from within you, radiating out from within you. Always and in all ways, you are moving forward, becoming more and more the person you wish to be. Knowing this and confident in the fact, you now feel yourself swimming strongly and easily towards the shore, knowing you can and are reaching your goals. Feel yourself resting now on the soft, warm sand. Feel the light of the sun warming you, soothing you, and healing you, strengthening and energizing you, bringing you more and more alive. Feel the light within and without. The light ignites within you a feeling of inner strength, calm, and abundance. You are breathing in light, strength, and abundance, allowing you to draw all the power you need need or desire to accomplish your chosen goals easily and effectively. Now imagine yourself at the top of a long, winding staircase. As you go down the stairs, you become more and more relaxed, even more relaxed, so relaxed, so relaxed. When you reach the bottom, you land on the softest mattress you have ever rested upon, relaxing even more deeply, feeling good, feeling good. This is your natural state. Your natural state is a feeling of strength, confidence, security, joy, and a deep hunger for the knowledge required to accomplish your goals. You're a person who makes time for success, and you also make time to relax. Success refers to achieving the goals that you have set in every area of your life. As you build financial and material wealth, mental excellence, emotional balance, and joyous, fulfilling relationships, physical health, fitness, spiritual growth, and an ever deeper awareness of your oneness with the earth itself and with the universal source. You draw from this source strength, wisdom, power, energy, and abundance. You feel a profound sense of gratitude for the abundance flowing into your life and for the opportunity to serve others with the best that is in you. You take joy and delight in reaching your highest potential by helping others reach theirs. You take joy and delight in reaching your highest potential by helping others reach theirs. You enter your natural state easily and automatically whenever it would be beneficial for you to do so. Just breathe deeply, relax completely, and say, natural state, natural state.
Slowly take some deep breaths in your nose and gently out your mouth as you signal to yourself that it is time to return to 3D, time to return to this dimension. If you've been traveling, so inhaling and exhaling slowly, come back into your body gently. Feel what it feels like. Take your time. And go ahead and take a moment to write down any jewels of wisdom that may have come to you, any downloads, any answers to any questions. Go ahead and take a moment and write those down. And if anyone would like to share anything that came to them, you're welcome to do so at this time. Would anyone like to share any downloads or messages with the collective? All right. Awesome sauce. I hope you got something out of that. That was a little mini self-hypnosis that you just took yourself through. So I hope you liked it. All right. Do you have any questions in the chat? Let me see. I think Danielle said something about a bio break. I guess that means she went to the bathroom. Not sure. But all right, so we're gonna keep it moving till she comes back. So in light of the theme for this month, what I wish I knew, right? What I wish I knew. I'm trying to get my camera together. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. What I wish I knew in my 20s was what we talked about last week. So let's go over just briefly what we talked about last week. What I wish I knew in my 20s. Today we're going to be talking about what I wish I knew in my 30s. Yes, there is a difference. Sometimes the lessons carry over from 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, right? So what are some things that we discussed last week about what we learned in our 20s? Who wants to jump in? Don't make this a one-woman show. So jump in and let me know, what did we talk about last week about what did I learn in my 20s? What I wish I knew in my 20s? I'll kick it off. Well, what I wish I knew in my 20s is that the cookie is the real prize when it comes to dating, when it comes to men. I was dating thinking, oh, it's about my heart and love. Like, girl, I'll love you later. Let me get that cookie.
Yeah, right.
I'll love you in a minute.
Cookie now, love later. If we get there.
But you know what? I ain't gonna lie. This new generation is something different, honey. They ain't looking for love. They looking for that bag. If he ain't got no cash, he ain't getting no ass out here these days. These girls are not playing.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like that all over the world. I heard years ago, like maybe 3 years ago, that Chinese men were in an uproar because the Chinese women had upped their dowry. Like, Chinese women don't play at all. Ain't no dusty struggle love going on over there. If you're not stat material, if you're not dad material, you get no wife, period. You know, so the men was having a fit because they had to scramble around and now make more money if they wanted to get married. Like, that was the standard, you know? So yeah, I'm glad these girls is waking up. Anybody else? What I wish I knew in my 20s. We're just doing a brief review before we go into what I wish I knew in my 30s. Now, all of this warm wisdom sitting on this podcast right now. Nobody has nothing to say. Come on now.
Yeah.
Gotta help the next generation.
Well, I know for me, it was the spirituality in my 20s, because that is when I began to actually that was in my 30s. But yeah, I wish
I remember last week
more.
you brought up about culture. You wish you had known your culture.
Yeah. I wish I had, and about more about food, about gardening and food, what kind of herbs and stuff. I wish I'd have known more about that to build my body up better. Yep. Now really.
Anybody else? Oh, hey, now really.
Hey there, morning.
What do you wish you knew in your 20s?
In my 20s, I wish I had recognized my real value.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I got here too. Yeah.
30s or 20s?
And I wish I had really listened to my inner voice that said, you don't have to have kids right now. You don't have to, have to. A lot of have tos, and because my creativity, my artist, that buzz was like on fire, but I went for the status quo. Let me blend in. I want to be like everybody else. All my friends are having their kids. I've got my degree from college, so I should get in line now. Mm. But my saving grace was that I was doing hair 24/7. So that was my saving grace. I was holding on to that. I was holding on to meditating since I was 19. So some things were keeping me grounded and at peace. Yeah, I was blessed and blessed.
I
Mhm.
said, yeah, discovering meditation in my 20s after my daughter passed away. I discovered meditation, and yeah, that was a game changer right there. That changed everything.
How old were you, Peace, when you lost the baby?
I was 22.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I was 22. In my head, though, I was 42. And I had totally forgot about that time. Like, and I was way beyond my years when I was young. Like, it's kind of like you now, really. Like, I have to do this. Like, I was on 10 trying to hurry up and like complete my life and get everything in order. And it was crazy. I should have just went with the flow, man. Just went with the flow.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
About the 20s?
Yeah, you can be the last one, and then we'll move on to the 30s.
Learn more about my purpose.
Mm.
You know.
All right. That's a very good one in your to know in your 20s. Save yourself in the 30s. Do that in your 20s. Know your purpose. So what do we have for our 30s, ladies? Did anybody work on a list? Even if it was mental, did you work on your list? What jewels do you have to give to the next generation? It may not be on this call today, but this is going on the internet. So it will be out here forever. So so come on, what is it that you want the next generation to know? They may not come across this video for another 10 years. Life will be way different on the planet, but wisdom does not change. Wisdom will still be here. Even when the culture changes, even when the dances and the songs and what's popular, even when all of that changes, womb wisdom will still be here.
Yeah.
What do you want the next generation to know? What is it that you wish you knew, all of us? What do we wish we knew in our 30s?
I want to piggyback on Queen Aduni is knowing the trappings of fast food and how to better feed my daughter, and I could have gotten rid of my dad's diabetes and paid more attention. I wish I had paid more attention to my mom's dementia rather than kind of not dealing with it.
Mhm.
So yeah, more
What
about
was
health.
happening in your 30s that kept you from dealing with it?
Well, Sheena was young. I had her when we both had, she had RJ, and we both had, I got pregnant at 27 and I had her at 28 because I got pregnant around my birthday. Oh no, I know, Thanksgiving of 82. And I had her in August of 83. And I noticed that, as she was growing up and I was cooking food, and, I noticed that the chicken tasted like cardboard. And I was remembering the flavors of my childhood, and this wasn't it. The milk wasn't tasting right. Um, And
what kept you from in your 30s with you having Sheena and dealing with your own life? What was happening, or was life different in your 30s than they were in your 20s? What kept you from,
I was on what seemed to be, believing in the doctors and doing what I thought was supposed to, I had to deal with my mom, and I was working, and was forced to go to a some sort of trade, to satisfy the state, and leaving my daughter with my mom, who wasn't quite right in her mind, and not really she was, but then she was leaving, I could tell in her mind she was leaving. But yeah, just trying to exist and take care of my daughter and do what I was thought what I was supposed to do. And not taking, another one is not taking enough, not I didn't do my art, I didn't take it seriously then either. At that time I was sewing, so I was making all my daughter's clothes, and I was making my clothes, and but I wasn't into I wasn't exposed to other art forms. It was just the sewing. So yeah.
All right. Thank you for sharing. Anybody else want to share? What have you learned, or what you wish you knew in your 30s?
Okay, in my 30s, I wish I had known more about or taken more seriously resting and relaxing.
Just thinking that. Oh my God.
I wish I was knee deep into my son's diagnosis. I was thinking I had to be the true Jamaican and wear 25, 40, 50 hats. I was thinking I was Superwoman and I would never take off my cape. I was
Really,
thinking,
can you come on camera, dear?
no, because I'm laying down. No, thank you.
Okay.
I'm tired. I can't. Not this morning. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I had to really pull myself together. Yeah.
I'm really,
I
yeah.
wanted to do it by in the bed so bad. I wanted to do the show in the bed so bad.
Okay. For the people, I'm gonna sit up. I'm laying on it. I'm laying on my.
There she go.
Laying on my heating pad.
Ooh,
So
I
I'm gonna
hear
leave
that
it
saying yesterday.
so I wish I had known, I'd taken more seriously rest and relaxation, and more balance. I mean, I think in my 30s, I thought, wow, I had to do hair all the time. I had to make sure I was making the perfect diet. I was in nursing school. Uh, I was, yeah, all of that. So, like I said, I wish I had known and taken more serious balance, rest, relaxation. And now, yes, all I can say is please, please, whoever's listening to this, pause, reset, rest, relax. That's why I'm laying right here today. I wish I had known that in my 30s. So, so, so important. Yeah. And play more play, more joy. I was so serious.
Me too.
Play. Whatever play is. Even though I was playing tennis and tournaments, I and winning, and I don't know if I was playing. I was getting played. Okay. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing.
Danyelle?
Yeah.
I have a question to ask the ladies on here. Does any of you ever feel like in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s that you just repeated the previous decade?
No, I haven't got that feeling yet.
So the reason why I ask is that my 30s, I felt like I had a chance to relive my 20s. So it's kind of weird, even though I'm in my 40s now, I still feel like I'm in my 30s. So in my 30s was a time of just growth. It was just supernatural, just growth. Like spirit was like, you're gonna be changed for change forever. And I really felt like I was in my 20s. I didn't feel like I was in my 30s. I was living at the loft. I met at peace. I met Sheila. And the rest of it, I think one thing that I wish that I knew in my 30s was how to manage money, how to manage money. Because it was definitely I didn't know how to manage money then. So, or manifest it. So manifest and managing money. It seemed like I hard, worked hard. So again, I worked hard to get what money I got in my 30s. And now it's different how money is showing up, but also managing it, also saving it, also investing. Shoot, even if it's Cash App taking cents off the dollar to go towards an Apple stock, I'm investing something. I'm starting somewhere as opposed to just not doing anything. But in my 30s, I had no idea how to budget. I had no credit. I was scared to look at my credit score. Just scared to look at it. I don't even want to look at it. What is it? Now it's like, okay, we can manage this. We can, manifest it and also manage it. So not just the manifesting of the money part, but the managing of the money, making money work for me instead of me working for the money. If that makes any sense.
Okay, I say thank you. Thank you for sharing.
I wish I, in my 30s, I was studying Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Kiyosaki. And I was going to different seminars and things like that. I wish I would have just really jumped more into the understanding of finances. And one of the things that when I was, I don't know, I was probably 30, maybe late 20s, 30s. And I remember an insurance man coming and he was talking about, money and you need money. And I remember saying that money was not important. We don't run off of money. And boy, did that haunt me for years. Where I had to like, whoa, hold on, yeah, money is important. And I'm sorry I said that, and and stuff like that. And so yeah, I wish I had got a hold of that, the financial part of my life much better than what I did. I was, just kind of, and I was opening the shop and I was, creating whatever that was day by day. And yeah, I wish I would have, I wish she'd have known that how important certain things were, like record keeping, all of that kind of stuff, so that now the things that are coming before me, I would be ready for it had I set it up right back then. But yeah, but then I may have not have met all of you.
I'm hearing something weird.
I am.
You hear it? Yeah, I don't know what that is. It's like somebody's when you talk.
Do you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear it when I talk too.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Thank you, Queen Adoree. Thank you for sharing. Anybody else? Let me see. What I wish I knew in my 30s, I was gonna say what Nawili said. I wish I knew to rest more. I wish I knew the importance of sleep. Still, I'm struggling with that. I mean, I make sure I get my rest now. Even if I go to bed late, I still make sure that I get my rest. But back then, I wish I had known that more. I wish I wasn't so serious, like I said before. But I was just late. I took life late. Like I was just, I don't know, it was something about approaching 40 that was stuck in my head. It was like I have to be here by 40. That it was something about that 40 that just because I think because as I was growing up, 40 was the benchmark that society had put on a woman. Oh, when you get 40, you're dried up. Oh, when you get 40, that's when you start going into your crime. Oh, 40 is the demon. It was crazy, I remember like putting the so scared to turn 40. Like it was crazy. So I grew up thinking that 40 was the tragic number. And I actually was happy when my 30s came. I celebrated. I was happy to see my 20s go by. But I still felt like I was under a time crunch to get things done before, And I think in my 40s, we'll talk about 20th century. But yeah, so that's what I learned for sure.
Okay, your mic has like gone down where we can hear you, but it's not as clear as it was.
Well, I'm not really sure what to do about it.
Okay, now there you go. Now I hear. Now it's there. It's still like background stuff.
Mm-hmm. That sounded like a fire engine.
That sounds like me trying not to cuss.
Uh-huh. I remember.
Huh?
I was gonna say when you said trying not to cuss, I remember when my pastor, I was really upset about some stuff, and my pastor Renee, I called her, and I was pissed. I was like super pissed off, and I'm just telling her what's going on and blah, 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 blah. And I started, and I'm talking to my pastor, right? And I wanted to cuss, and I started to cuss, and it came out in tongues. I mean, really, because I was ready, and and I just ended up. Yeah, and I guess the Holy Ghost said, catch her right now, catch that tongue right now. I was ready to go. Not asking the pastor, but explaining what had happened. I was just so irritated. I was and the only thing that I could think to do was just to cuss. And it came out in heavenly language. And I got it all out. And then I was complete. Yeah, at that point, she just prayed with me, held that space, but I was about to wear it out.
I'm really working on it. It's just the worst habit that I got from the military. And they say Navy sailors have the worst potty mouths. It's true. It's like a language, like saying the F word or saying it's just a language. Like you just get used to talking. I didn't curse before I went to the military. I was vehemently, adamantly against using foul language.
Yeah. No, you're really static when you just said that. See, it was like that. Yeah, right. So whatever you're going to say, it made it all static. So, yeah. So, okay, you're real static, and we didn't hear part of the words that you said. So are we in retrograde or what are we in?
Oh, we're in the shadows. We're coming out of it.
We're going.
Well, peace is going in and out of it this morning. The shadow. I am not posting this video today. I'm not gonna post it.
You might as well just hang out then. You ain't posting it.
Because most of the stuff you like what you're saying, we can't hear anyway.
Right.
Now talk.
There's some weirdness going on.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, a little bit. Sound better.
We don't know when she's talking or not talking because we can't see her.
It's still that
Yeah.
background
Oh, well,
noise.
okay.
Okay, now I don't hear it. When I'm talking, I don't hear anything.
I don't hear it. It's some weirdness going on over there.
Yeah, and I don't hear it either. It's you, Pete.
I'm gonna jump in so that whatever that is can figure itself out.
Yes.
So I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna jump into my own segment. I'm gonna take the
Well, that's what she said. Danielle, take the wheel.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the wheel. So what is it? Today's piece of technology is not even, it's technology, but it's not using the technique. And you can use technology to share, but it's about the power of sharing. I'm really learning, not learning, I'm living, what is it? My landmark or principles. I'm living it right now, even though I'm not taking the courses right now. It's showing up and I'm living it. So I recently learned the power of sharing. What's the difference between sharing? There's a difference between sharing, venting, and there's a difference between the two. And I guess asking and pleading, I'm realizing there's a difference between all of this. Sharing is just letting people know what's going on. It's telling your story without playing the victim, without whining, and without asking, if that makes any sense. We could tell stories. We try to make ourselves look good. We have to look like we're good and everything. And there's always this thing in Landmark called the what so. The what so, the story is what the story is. We tend to try to change it because we want people to try to empathize with us more. And it's like, if we look good, then they'll empathize, they'll feel for me and everything like that. Sharing is just, you're just sharing. I'm just letting you know what's going on. This is the situation. And I'm enrolling you into, whatever's going on with me. Recently, in the last 3 weeks, I've had miracles show up just because I'm going with the flow. Obviously, it's a time for a change. Obviously, it's time for me to walk without fear and, trust the universe and just keep going, make it happen, make my word come true. So, as you know, I am a TAVA representative. It is a Black MLM. I like it because it's bringing extra money on the side. It's bringing extra money in. I'm helping people through health and wellness. That is my baby right there. And everything that I'm teaching here on Grand Rising Elizabeth are principles that I'm learning from other people who are created systems. They're duplicating it and they're making money on the extra side too. So I'm bringing it in to what I'm doing and I'm sharing it with my sisters because I'm like, we all want to make money. Let's do this. Well, recently, my partner, not partner, but the person that got me enrolled into TAVA decided to go to another company. And she asked me if I wanted to come over. I didn't want to look at a video. I didn't want to attend a Zoom meeting. I'm committed to where I'm at. I'm on the ark. TAVA means ark in Hebrew. So I'm on the ark right now. And I decided to stay. Well, she just so happened to be the sister to my client. And when I decided to stay at the company that I'm at, our relationship went from like a friendship to now she's gonna nitpick everything that I do. And all of a sudden, she let me go. Now realize, I'm gonna let you know something about me. I was the only person on staff with the client that never took a day off, never called off, was always the first one to get called in when other people called off, worked extra shifts. I even stayed with the client 24 hours during a snowstorm to make sure, because she didn't want to stay in the house by herself. And I'm the one that got let go. Okay. My company was trying to make it stick out the last 2 weeks of the contract. You know, at least I know I can get a check for the last 2 weeks. Nope, got let go. I'm like, okay. That weekend, I called my new upline. I let my new upline know, hey, my upline left. I'm out here by myself. There's this conference coming up on the 21st and the 22nd. I said I'm going to go. I had to make a declaration. I'm going to Houston. I have no idea how I'm paying for Houston, but I'm going to Houston. So I called, when she left, I called my upline. I was like, yeah, she left me and I'm here by myself. She was like, well, hook up with Krishan for inspiration. Hold on 1 second. Hey, sweetie, I'm doing a show right now. What's going on? Okay. Bye-bye. Sorry, that was family. I was like, I'm doing a show. They kept calling back. I was like, let me call you back. Anyways, so when I called my new upline, who was the direct CFO in the company, she was like, oh, don't worry about, she's like, that happened? Oh, don't worry about your hotel. The company's gonna pay for it. Okay. Okay. Thank you. So then when I got let go that Friday, that Saturday, my coach, Krishan, was like, hey, the Wealth Builders just had a meeting. We're going to help everybody that's having a difficult time getting to conference to get to conference. I need you to send an email right now to support. Now, this is Saturday night, 10 p.m. Me and my boo are sitting watching TV. You know, I pause it. Let me see. When certain people call at certain times, I answer the phone. If Sheila was to call me at 11 o'clock at night, I'm going to answer the phone. Mama Evelyn, certain people can get to me. Other people, I'm not answering the phone. So I took 5 minutes and just wrote what happened. Hey, upline left, didn't follow, changed the relationship, let me go. I have no income right now. That was Saturday night. Monday morning, my upline called me again. She was like, what? Because she works directly up under the CEO of the company. So she was like, she called me up, didn't say good morning, didn't say grand rising. She was like, are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious. She was like, don't worry about your conference ticket. It's paid for. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. Now she's like, all you got to do is just get a flight. Could get a flight, come down to Texas. Okay. That's what we're doing. Okay. So then I go for this blitz. I'm trying to go for supervisor. I'm calling people up to buy product and everything. One of my elders, the next day, I didn't make it, but I did get 6 new customers, which was a bonus. So it's like, yes. One of my elders called me. She's like, did you make supervisor? I was like, no, I didn't. I was so far from making supervisor, but I did get 6 new clients. So I'm happy with what I got. She's like, okay, well, I'm gonna send you. She didn't tell me she was gonna send me something. She was like, check your cash out. She sent me $100. She knew the story of what was going on. I told her what was going on. Got $100. I was like, oh, okay, thank you. Dropped off product to another client. Told him my story. As I left dropping off product to another customer, what was it? He sent me $200 to my Zelle. All I'm doing is sharing my story. I'm not asking anybody to send me money. I'm not asking for anything. I'm just letting you know, this is what's going on with me right now. My aunt sends me $100. She's like, did you get your ticket Friday? I was like, no, I haven't gotten it yet. She Venmo'd me $100. I'm like, okay. Friday, I got my ticket. So I got my hotel paid for. I got my tickets paid, my conference tickets paid for. I have my flight paid for. The only thing I'm hustling right now is to spend the money. That's it. That's all I'm hustling for. Everything else is taken care of, just by me sharing my story. And there's power in sharing. People are enrolled. They see me working. They see me, all the posts that I'm posting of dropping off product and this, that. People are watching me with the stories. That's why you constantly see me post something. And if you're new to posting a reel, you may not be able to post, a story, but once a day, but start off with once a day, because people are watching. They're looking at your evolution. Now, people, there's two types of people. There's people that's watching you who want you to succeed. And then there's people who are watching you who want you to fail. And I'm like, I'm keep showing up. I'm showing up for myself because I want to be successful. Where I love the people who are helping me be successful, but the ones that want you to watch fail, you're gonna piss off. You pissing them off every time you show up. And it's like, wait a minute, she ain't fall yet. Wait a minute. I thought you know what I'm saying? It's like, wait a minute, she ain't got no, how this happened. And don't worry about it. I'm being blessed. I'm being a blessing unto others. And by me being a blessing unto others, I'm being blessed as well. So it took sitting down with my mate, and we were talking about it. And he was like, you do realize you haven't paid for anything? I was like, yeah, I realize that. He's like, but you said that you was going to go. I was like, I realized that too. He's like, that's that landmark work. And I was like, yeah, you're right. You're right. A lot of times we take these trainings and we don't know how it's going to actually end up applying into our lives. And like I said, right now, I'm not in the year previous, I was in Landmark. I'm actually 2 years. I was actually in some kind of seminar in Landmark. Right now, I'm taking a break. I got to get some things together. But once you start getting this information and this technology, life is still going to show up. And it's up to you if you're going to use the information that you got, or if we fall back into our old ways. And realize falling back into your old ways, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, it pushes you back until things present itself again, lessons present itself again, in order for you to use the knowledge that you got. So this Saturday morning, I got a text from Kushan, and she was like, hey, can you be in training this morning? Training was at 11 o'clock. I'm like, sure, I have nothing else to do. Let me be on training. So I shared my testimony on Facebook Live with Tava to other people. And it's like, I also found out with that email, she called several people that Saturday night. She called several people. I was the only one to take advantage of sending an email to corporate. The only one. And I'm like, really? Sometimes we have this thing about asking for help, or we have this thing about showing up. My thing is, I just showed up. I didn't ask for anything. I just shared my story. You don't know what blessings is going to happen if you don't share your story. Mm-hmm. You don't know what's going to happen. There's a girl in my group, when I shared that I just got my ticket, she was like, well, I hope I can find a cheap ticket. Just paid $400 for a ticket to Houston. The event is about 2 weeks away. Like, it's one of those things, you need to get it and get it now. There's no guarantee you're going to find a cheap ticket. So, but you have to watch your words. Where I'm trying. That's the one thing I didn't say. I didn't say I was going to try to do this. I said, I'm going. That's it. I'm going. There's something there. There's some knowledge for me to pick up there. I don't know if it's an opportunity. If it's not, I know it's knowledge. I know it's networking. I know it's fellowship. I know it's all of that. Plus, I haven't taken a vacation out of Detroit all year long. So this is my rest. This is my respite. This is my relaxation. And I know I'm going to come back more fired and vigored. Something is there. I'll share with you guys, because you guys are my sisters. The CEO of the company is from Detroit, Michigan. He's actually a Detroiter. And I may have an opportunity today to sit down with him before meeting him at convention. This is a multimillionaire. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been blessed to be in positions to be directly up under, I want to call them influencers, because influencer is a new term, but right up under the teacher. I say it like that. Like, my opportunity with Queen of Four, once again, with Sheila being at the Detroit Holistic Center, was like, I showed up. She asked a question. Sheila actually tapped me on my shoulder, was like, she kind of pushed me to raise my hand to volunteer, but I showed up. And from there, I was actually a virtual assistant to Queen of Four for a year, which was a fabulous opportunity. But I got a chance to be right up under the leader. So I don't know what's happening. There's a lot of stuff happening with the company. I love the company. I love the fact it's a Black-owned company. I love everything that I'm learning. I love the fact that I'm using my gifts and talents to help propel me, but I'm also being pushed into a leadership because I do have a team that I have to mentor and shape so that they can get to the success that they desire out of this company as well. So I guess my sharing in this is define your story so that there's no good, there's no bad. That's just, you just share the what is. Don't sit there and try to make yourself look good. Just tell the story, paint the picture, and enroll people in sharing your story. And you don't know what opportunities it's going to open up just from you sharing. Just from you sharing. I've gotten resources. Like I said, I had everything is paid for. Now I just got to get the, incidentals and the spending money. I'm hustling all this week to have the spending money to just, eat, survive, do whatever. But it's a done deal. We're going. So that's the power of sharing. And this is the landmark of it all. And I'm thankful and grateful that I'm able to use this. Officially, I'm not going to do a reel or a video about this until I get to Texas. So when I get to Texas, this is going to be one of the assignments for myself to actually post the story, because people are watching. I know they're like, what the hell? How in the world is she doing this? How? It's not me. First of all, it's God. Definitely my ancestors, definitely my Orishas, and it's all this working all together. So that's the power of sharing the story. Don't be afraid to share your story, because you don't know whose ears it's meant for them to hear to help them out. I'm going to go back to the one of my clients that helped me out with the $200. When I called him back after crying, because I was shocked that even happened. He said that I did that because of I've never met anybody that had the tenacity that you had. And also, and this is how I know ancestors are showing up. He's like, when I first met you, your name, you spell your name. I had a 6-month-old son who passed away some years ago. He's like, his name was Danyelle too. And you spell your name the same exact way we spelled his name. And it was just something about when you told your story, I felt like I had to do something to help you get to Houston. Mm-hmm. I was like, okay, that's the answer. Because I've not met people who spell my name the way that I spell my name. So he's like, it's just something about you wanting to go to Houston. So going to Houston, I just had to help you get to Houston. So there's something, I'm ready. I'm so ready to get there. I am so ready to, and it's like, I'm getting tidbits about what to expect, what to bring. What is it? Just be in the room and just be ready. And that's just the thing, just be ready, because you don't know who you're going to inspire or who you're going to help out. It's just for us just to be ready. So does anybody got any questions, comments, concerns, something?
No, I mean, that's beautiful. People, if you don't share, nobody will know what's going on. And like you said, you don't have to be pitiful about it. You're just sharing your story. And, like you said, you don't know who's listening. You don't know who's watching. You don't know. You just don't know. You just don't know. And so, and then the spirit would award you for your sincerity and for your drive to do the work that you've signed up to do. And so I want to acknowledge you for being unstoppable. Yeah.
The old me, the younger me would probably would have been afraid to open up my mouth. And that's funny to say, as much as I talk, would be afraid to open up my mouth. But now it's like, no, I don't mind sharing my story, because I'm amazed as to what's happening right now. I really am. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh wow, this is happening. Okay, and I still got to go back and do the work and honor my ancestors and my Orishas, because I know who's working this out. I know I'm not doing this by myself. I know it's not me. And like I said, it's the power of everything is working in divine order. And I like the fact that I'm not fearful of what's happening. Because like I said, like I'm gonna go back, my income was cut. So not only am I putting it out there that, I'm going to Houston, I'm also praying that the funds will come, everything will be taken care of as far as what the bills that need to be taken care of. Because I still have a responsibility, and I'm in this weird spot where I did say I do want to work my passion. I have a wonderful opportunity. What is it? Doulaship, and I work maybe possibly getting a 40-hour position as a doula in a hospital. I'm like, okay, we're gonna see what happens with that, because that does come with benefits and time off and paid vacation, all that stuff. I'm like, oh, and that is my passion. Don't get me wrong, I love caregiving. I do. It's a different realm right here. There's something going on here. And yeah, I have stuff that's like, well, this is working, and it's like working. It's not ready yet, but it's like, okay, we're thinking about you for this. We're thinking about you for this. I'm like, okay, in the meantime, I'm still sitting here like, okay, I still got October's bills that need to be taken care of, but I'm not worried. I know October's bills are taken care of. So I'm watching my words. Bills are being paid, conference is taken care of. What is it? That spending money is there. I'm excited. I'm so excited. So, Mama Evelyn, I see you want to say something.
Yeah, my mouse went out for a minute. I was like scrambling trying to figure out what's going on. I did Landmark, and I can't remember what I learned from there, but I think I'm probably implementing it now. But I think I was supposed to do like cold calls, and the one time she called on me to do cold calls, and I told her no, I don't like doing cold calls. I told her no, and I never heard from her again. So I was like, oh well, But I remember taking the whole weekend off, and Sheena had to stay with she stayed with the friend who introduced me, and that was during the time when they had a Black mayor in Highland Park. I
Okay.
don't remember what his name was.
I know who you're talking about, his wife, and they had a space that
Yeah,
they did.
yeah, and she invited the friend I had, the parent that I was friends with at the time. She invited me there with I think I had my checkbook covers, and had all my stuff, and sat there and made the money to go to the weekend conference, and thought, but I need to do something else with this money. But I went, and I did, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I just remember the feeling of having some breakthroughs there. So,
Oh yeah, Landmark is definitely you're definitely going to find some breakthroughs. I do know, so there's been a lot of advancement to Landmark, like
I'm sure it
the
has.
the only Black forum leader, Larry Pearson, actually created they have a new forum called the Forum for People of African Descent.
Mm,
It's the forum specifically for us, because we tend to have a little bit more baggage that we gotta break through.
mm-hmm.
If you're a Landmark graduate, you can review any forum for $75 if you didn't know.
Mm.
So that's number one. I know they just changed they revamped everything. They revamped team in the leadership program. They cut out the coaches, from what I heard. They cut out a lot. My last thing with team was they tell you to put Landmark in your calendar and then schedule around Landmark. And that just didn't work out. I had to do some things that worked out for me. And I had to work with my coach to make sure that, for instance, training and development. Training and development was always a 3-hour block of, like you said, doing the cold calling or just calling up people and being related with people. Well, I didn't have a 3-hour block. I can do 3 hours hour Monday, Wednesday, Friday. but I didn't have a 3-hour block to try to sit there for 3 hours and try to just be related with people. So there had to be a little wiggle room and some give in order for me to make commitments with my training and development. And we were able to work that out. I also had to speak up and and communicate and be like, hey, this is not working, but this is how I can fit this in. And this also, I told them my training and development, just so happened that I end up talking about Landmark all the time. That was my computer. I end up talking about Landmark all the time. I might be at work having a conversation with somebody, and I'm like, this should count as training as development. So I shouldn't always have to be in a block where I have to call in. So that was another way as to how I kind of figured it, mingled it out. And I actually did get some people enrolled and get them to show up to some introductions and different things of that nature. And once they actually saw that, okay, she's really doing it, I also worked with my mate who was doing ISOP, and we were tag team together. Oh, you got a introduction? Okay, well, come to this one and everything. So I didn't fit the box. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The box didn't work for me, but I still worked the parameters around the box to get the job done. So when I recently found out that they just added a little bit more freedom and creativity into how they're doing their program, I was like, oh, okay. Still not ready to do it right now. I need to work this, but I needed that. So I was like, I heard that there's some things, but that what is it? Forum for African Descent is powerful. It's very powerful. And, you know, if you think it might be interested in doing a, check it out. Cause like I said, we can review it for 75. So that's cool. It's like, I can do 75. Landmark, it actually helped me change my relationship with money, because when I took it, for my first forum, I know somebody, my mentor now actually paid the $200 deposit because I didn't have the $200 deposit to get started. And then once again, I don't know how that forum got paid for. I can't remember how I got that forum paid for, but it got paid for. And then I got creative ways for all the other seminars that I took. Like I took the communication course, which was awesome, which helped my communication skills and be in communication with people and not, you know, not say anything and fall, you know, we changed all that. Because my mentor is also my boss, we worked it out where, you know, $50 payments, because I got paid every week, was taken out to go towards Landmark. You know, you can work that out. So it's like, okay, so she also made sure I had the hours so that the $50 that was being deducted wasn't hurting me. Also, you know what I'm saying? So, and then, okay, we did that. And then one of the forums, I had a credit card. I felt great. I was like, bam, just put that on the credit card, pay it in full. So it's like, you see the increments of the steps going up here with this relationship with money. We didn't change some things, went from somebody registering for me to now it's like, okay, I'm paying the whole thing on the credit card and then paying the credit card off. I'm like, that's the evolution of how the money. So I went into Landmark to change. One of the things I want to do was change my relationship with money, because it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. And now I say that if I'm taking a Landmark course, the money is there for me to pay for that course. I'm not scared by that $700, $600 what is it, price tag. I'm not scared about it no more. So if I say I'm going to do it, the money's going to be there for me to do it. And that's just the bottom line. And that's exactly what has happened. So definitely, they definitely have changed the courses. Oh, and all their courses are, since the pandemic, are actually online too.
Okay.
So it's still a weekend. When I did the communication courses, I actually went to a hotel to do the weekend, because it was something different about being in a different environment to just focus on what was going on right there. That was really fun. That was really nice. And then you could take the courses from anywhere. So it doesn't just have to be here in Michigan. You can, if a weekend in Chicago works for you, you know, you got to factor out the time difference, but you could take the Chicago one because it's virtual, or you could take California. So I'm like, okay, yeah. We're going to get back into Landmark probably next year, but it's working. Once you start applying it, it's going to work in your life one way or the other. And I have to thank Sheila for introducing me to Landmark, because it was you and it was the way that your family worked together that was something I tell people, I have never seen anything like that in my whole life. Like, you guys come together, you guys create together. If there's a problem, facing a problem, you guys will create the solution. And when you told me that you got your whole family enrolled in Landmark, I was like, there's something to it. And then all these professional Black business people start showing up who are all Landmark graduates. And I'm sitting here looking like, something to them. When I start counting about 40 people in my life that have done Landmark and start being more successful within their business, I was like, you know what? There's something to I need to do this. So I'm glad that I'm a Landmark graduate. I am going to go into some more of the advanced courses because you always still got work to do to better yourself up. So it's worth it. They also have scholarships now. So you still got to come and show up with your deposit. I will say that. Like, they're not just paying everything, but they do have actual scholarship money set aside to help people get the courses that they need. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. But it's worth it. It's worth it. And that African forum for people of African descent, I've heard so much raving reviews about that particular forum that it does. I do want to review the forum again. I do. So that's hi Lolly. So yeah, that's my story.
Hey.
That's where I'm at right now, and I'm so excited. So I'm still doing the classes. I'm doing the social media class again next Sunday. I haven't figured out time. I think it might be like 12 to 2, and then the other one will be 2 to 4. Oh, and that detox tea is working too. I took my detox tea last night and it's working. So I'm gonna be fast about this. Oh, because like I said, I got 10 days to get ready for conference. So we're gonna be ready. And I'm doing Canva for social media, Canva for small businesses. So there'll be 2. I'm gonna bundle them together. Sheila was in the class yesterday. Tell the people what you thought about what we did yesterday.
Oh yeah, that was really cool. Deetra was with us. It was the 3 of us, and one, we found out it was not as hard as what we think it is, and just how to that you can use anything. It doesn't have to, because I was in a stuck mode that I had to speak, and that you'd have to see me, and then you would see the issues that I speak about. And but yeah, you can use pictures, you can use other footage. I could be not talking about hair at all and just talking about, look at that little baby or whatever. And just that it was much easier, and yeah, much easier than I thought. So that's what I'm excited about. So our assignment is to post at least once a day. And then I know once I get on the roll, because I got Everett's to post for, I've got my music to post for, and I got Elizabeth to post for, and I have, just all those, and the events that I have coming up about the building. So I have a lot that I can post about, and they're all, they all have plenty in their area that I can pick and choose to talk about. And sometimes just a thought. I know I watch Danyelle, and there's a few other Mama Head. I see hers. I see Lisa McCall. They just put stuff up there, to keep their name fresh and stuff. So that's what I learned.
Yeah.
I love Lisa.
It was a lot more, but definitely that.
I love Lisa, and I love her mother.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I loved your mother and your aunt.
Mm-hmm.
And my mother and my aunt too. They just
yes, they adopt everybody.
They did.
I love those two women. I love them.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm doing this again this Sunday. And yeah, I think I am gonna do that 12 to 2 and then 2 to 4. Um, bring your charged cell phone, your laptop, everything, and I can really show you how to put this together so that you can start creating. Started creating a video in Canva last night. Like I figure stuff out. I see what other people do, and I'm like, okay. Eventually, it comes to me how to figure it out, and I'm like, oh, so you see how you do the reels. Wait till I show you how to do a video on camera. That's
Yeah.
like taking what you do in PowerPoint to like, the 1,000th level. And it's so easy. And like I told Deetra didn't know that you can use Canva on your phone. I was like, I start projects on my phone all the time. And then when I feel like I'm tired of looking at my phone, I go over, I like Canva by it being web-based. I can open it up on my computer and pick up the handoff is there. I can pick it up where I started on my phone and finish up on my computer. So that's the beauty about it being web based, is that you can change your device in order to get your work done. But one of the things I really want us to do with Elizabeth is start sharing more each other's work. So Sheila, I'm going to share your work and Deetra's work on my page, and you could share the wheels on my other. So tag each other, not tag each other, but share, and then do some things together. Do some duets together. Do some what do they call it?
That thing you were talking, yeah.
Co-marketing. So, if you see something like Sheila, if you see something that we post, share it on your page. You know what I'm saying? Just share it on your page or send it to somebody else so that we can, cross promotion. Thank you. My brain is still waking up right now. Thank you, Lolly. Cross promotion. Cross promote each other. So that, your audience may see something that we do and different things of that nature. So I'm going to get the flyers out today. I'm not going to wait till the last minute. I'm going to change the dates and the times and push them out there today. And you're going to start seeing me promote both of them. I know I'm charging $75 for both classes, but if you're in Elizabeth, it's $50. It's $50. So yeah. So it's 25 off. And what is it? You can register, you can share. If it's not something that you want, share it to anybody, because it is open. If I have people that's not local, we can do this on Zoom. So yeah, just share it. The biggest thing you can do is share it with people, put it in people's inbox, shout out. We need to shout out each other more. And, let people know, hey, Mama Evelyn got this doll making class. I know Niley got the texture class at Peace and her creativity. And I know at Peace is not on the computer right now, but it dawned on me, her store is called Miracle and Blessings. Miracle was her first daughter, and Blessing, I was like, oh, I got it. Like that's a sweet montage. What is it to her daughters? And it is a beautiful spot. It is you walk into places and you just feel like the darkness of it all. It's a great wusa spot. Yeah, I look forward to doing some classes and workshops there. I look forward to doing classes and workshops at Everett. And yeah, that's pretty much that's what we do. That's what we do.
Do we have a picture of her storefront?
I do, but you know what? My computer, my MacBook Pro, my MacBook Air here is so slow that if I try to bring up the pictures, it would take forever for it to populate. But I will post in a group on Facebook. I'm gonna start doing more there's a Elizabeth group on Facebook that you guys are in. Use that to your advantage. You can post your flyers of your business in that group. You could talk about what's going on here in that group. The group is a little too silent right now. So I'm letting people know you can, as an Elizabeth, you can post, I would prefer stuff related to your business and you than post other stuff from other people. Or you can post, right. Or post other Elizabeth stuff like, like the Sister Circle yesterday. So if you got any anything coming up, you can use that to let people know. It's like maybe 60, 70 people in there. Yeah, we need to start talking about
Mhm.
what's going on, what's coming up, and just just share. It's social sharing. We need to do more social sharing.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's just pretty much it. I think so.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much it. Yep. And it's 10 o'clock in 1 minute.
Mm.
So I want to thank everyone for coming on. At Peace was here, but she's having a lot of
Technical difficulty.
And so I guess she was on a little bit over an hour, and then it just got so bad that we couldn't understand what was going on at all. So let me see. Tomorrow is thanks, Danielle. You just took it on and
Oh, I got one more thing. You remember when we had the young lady on the show for the Creator Summit?
Yes.
The date got pushed back,
Yes.
and it's in November. I'm looking at my text message right now. We have a group meeting about this. She has offered us a group rate for the Elizabeth. So if you want to go to this conference, I think everybody should go to this conference. My suggestion is that everybody at least go to 1 or 2 or 3 classes. It is virtual and it is in person. The location's been moved over to the Wayne State Student Center if you want to go in person, but we can get an Elizabeth rate. I believe it's maybe $67 per person instead of the $313. And I think 67 per person versus $333 is amazing. I
Yes.
think we can we can go to the website, we can look and see. Here's the beauty about it. We can't take everything, okay? So if we all get together and be like, okay, I'm gonna do this class, and this class, and I'm gonna do that, we can all strategize and pick what classes we gonna take the
come back
classes,
and
come
share.
back and share with each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I can do 67 in November. I can do 67 in November.
okay.
I
I think this is a great opportunity, and it's a great way. What is it? The information it's not just about technology, it's about self-care. It's about being the Black womanpreneur all together and what all that encompasses. So the self-care, there's going to be somebody there teaching about business credit. There's going to be someone there teaching about what is it? That the business principles, the marketing, the social media all of it, just all of it.
Yes.
That's
So
November what?
okay, hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
I'm looking that up right now.
And I know it looked like she had Mama Shamaim as a speaker.
It's the
during that
weekend of
conference, too.
September 4th. Yeah, Mama Shamarian is one of the speakers.
September, that's the old one.
I mean November. I'm sorry, November.
November what?
It's the weekend of November 4th.
Okay.
No.
That first weekend. Okay.
Yeah, first weekend. I'm sorry, my phone is blowing up with notifications. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna put it in the group chat. We can go as a group. That would be amazing. Oh, the Elizabeths. If you want a vending table, please let me know. I'll get you. We also get a discount on the vending table as well. So if you want a vending table, let me know, because I am on the Creative Summit marketing team. So reach out to me if there's any extra information that you want to know. But I do know that the Elizabeth, she gifted us a table. So we have a table that you can, market just be in the building to market your goods, pass out a flyer. Great way of promoting Grand Rising Elizabeth. And yeah, I just wanted to make sure I shout that. I didn't want to forget to let you guys know that we do have a group rate, and I'll get that information to you.
OBKB. That sounds good.
What? Who sounds like that?
OBKB?
Yes.
I don't know. Who does that?
It was somebody. It was OBKB. Oh.
OBKB.
Yeah, we'll put a B on the, yeah, somebody. I don't think it was the Little Rascals. What's
Yeah, it was, yeah,
the
right. I don't know where that,
the reinvented version?
I don't know.
That's what it was.
I don't know. Well, that weekend looks open for me right now. So I think that would be great. Definitely would like to do the bending so we can share about Elizabeth and other things, but definitely. Yeah. Yeah. So and on that line, tonight at 7, did I say 7? What time did I say?
I think you said 6 to 9. Didn't you say 6 to 8?
6 to 8.
Yeah, I think that's what you said last night.
Yeah, because I was
Yeah.
not be at 9 late.
Mhm,
So 6 to 8, we're going to be talking about the vision of the whole building and all of this. I know, you know, but all of this is involved. The Elizabeth is involved in this. The whatever you're doing is involved. We have the music, the dance, the technology, I have a sound brother from the brother that runs the sound and created it for Aretha, the Aretha amphitheater. Well, yeah, Shane Park
Okay.
is very interested in the LEAP project, very, and I've talked to other people who have some clout that want to definitely be involved in the LEAP, and we will be tonight giving out different assignments and putting people on different committees so we can get this stuff going and get it done. So I invite you all to, I will be sending out another text to everyone. And then I will be getting down to who is really interested so that I'm not bothering people that is not interested and don't want to do any work on top of that. We will be talking about the show and how we're going to pack it out. I'm excited about all this. I also, hold on. Hold on, and we're going. The lesson that I had today in my class is I am as God created me. And so all that has been put in you to do what you're supposed to do, it's in there. Now we just have to walk it out. Yeah, we just have to walk it out. Okay. All right, so that is it. That is it. And
right,
everybody give yourself a big hug and hug the world. Throw it out there. Love, 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 love. Have a wonderful day. Peace and prosperity.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.